A friend of mine just made a video essentially staring at his camera and talking, except he had something to talk about and I don't. That's the difference. However, I haven't posted on here in a while, so I'm like, yeah, I need to make a video. But what do I have to talk about? And then it struck me. Is that my dad? That's not my dad. I'm going to talk about House MD in front of my camera, unscripted. You don't believe it's unscripted? You're gonna believe it. This is gonna be a really shitty video. In case you're unfamiliar, House MD, medical show that aired in the mid-2000s, starring Hugh Laurie, Robert Sean Leonard, and then some other besties. I started watching House MD. Well, no, I originally started watching House MD in maybe 2021 when I was pretty young. I'm still pretty young now. But then I gave up after like the second season because I'm like, fuck, this shit is boring. When I started rewatching it, I'm like, I was an idiot. This is a cinematic masterpiece, of course. I like apple juice. And, yeah. So, I'm about halfway, a little less than halfway through the 5th season. Sorry, I'm gonna get back to what House MD is about. It stars Hugh Laurie as this, doctor with basically the kind of personal motto of everybody lies. So let's break into people's homes and look for parasites. Actually, no, he looks for like mold and shit in people's homes. But if you're gonna watch House MD, you need to know that sarcoidosis and parasites are what kills most people. That is objectively not true, but it is in House MD. Low power mode. Okay. And his and his boy bestie, played by Arcel, named Wilson. And House and Wilson, it's a play on Holmes and Watson, who's kind of like the medical Sherlock. Oh yeah. Basically, season 1 was kind of like establishing the dynamics almost. So essentially the plot of it is House, brilliant doctor, okay, Gregory House, MD. I should just use like Blair White hand movements for the rest of this. I don't even like, well actually no, I fucking love Blair White. We agree on nothing politically whatsoever, but she is an icon. She's funny as shit, man. Anyways, so I don't have enough hair to be constantly going like that. Anyways, Why is I fucking? Oh yeah. So plot of House B, brilliant doctor. Okay, he's got his boy bestie Wilson. He's got his boss Cuddy, who he's got like a thing with, kinda. Not like a thing, but like he's a creep, and she doesn't care that much. That's more of it. That's more of the thing. If there is a thing, that's what it is. Until later. Then he has his fellows, which are not students, but they are, because they're full-fledged doctors, but they're kind of working under him like a team. And their names are Cameron, who's a girl, Allison, Cameron, and there's Chase. And his full name is Dr. Robert Chase, but I think his name should just be Dr. Chase, because that's funnier. And then there's Foreman. And Foreman, okay, sorry, and Cameron is like low-key in love with him. And Chase is also kind of low-key in love with him, but more in like, I wish I was, like, do I wish I was with him, or do I wish I just want to be with him? That's not canon at all. I'm just bullshitting, because I don't know what to say. Foreman now, okay? Oh my god, this is, like, good lighting. I just got a notification on Tumblr. By the way, one of my House MD posts blew the fuck up. I started making House MD shit posts at like 4 a.m. one day instead of applying for jobs like I should be doing because I'm broke as fuck. And one of them went really viral because I'm just cool like that. first season is basically just about establishing that, letting you know how awesome House is, how passive Wilson is. By the way, Bestie, like, he's had 3 wives. I mean, okay, really? Hospital whore, okay? He is a hospital whore. That was ASMR, in case you didn't know. Second season starts to get a little more real, a little more tension. Third season was what I want to talk about. Because third season was the Tritter arc. You don't know who Tritter is? Well, Tritter is an asshole, okay? And House was given clinic duty by Cuddy instead of solving his big grown-up cases. So then he had to treat this cop. And boo! You know, we don't like the police. But anyways, God, I'm so white. And I'm even whiter in this light. I don't like the police, though. That's valid. Anyway, though, so he has to treat this cop, and his name's Tritter. And Tritter is an asshole, and basically House is like, okay, well, you're done. I don't want to treat you, because House is an asshole too, but then Tritter fucking kicks his cane out from under him. By the way, House is a cripple. Tritter kicks his cane out from under him, not his own, House's. He didn't actually do it like that, but you can't see me, I'm kicking my leg. And then House is like, you know what? I can do something else. I can treat you for something else. I'm going to stick a rectal thermometer up your ass, and I'm going to leave you here. And I'm going to leave you here. And then he did. And then Tritter, like, gets really, really mad, and House refuses to apologize. And then Tritter ends up pulling House over for speeding and possession of drugs. Then it spirals in this whole police investigation. Then House Bestie spent some time in rehab. That's what he does. That's what he does, man. I don't know what to say. He spent some time in rehab. Another Tumblr notification. Nothing's coming out. There's a trash can right there. I should have put it in the trash can. Anyways. But eventually House Bestie goes to rehab to kind of, like, console Tritter almost. But then that didn't work. And then the judge goes, well, we can tell you're not, like, pushing pills. Because you're not. I mean, look at yourself. And then he just has to complete rehab and spend the night in jail. And that's it. Season 4. Season 4 is the cool shit. Bestie is the cool shit. Season 4 is, I think, the season where his fellows all go, fuck you, House, I'm leaving. Not the case, actually. Only really with Foreman. Everyone else doesn't really want to leave, but they all end up leaving. So then, House needs to find new fellows. So he hires 40 fucking people and has a class full of fucking fellows. Potentials, I guess. Starts weeding them out. Yeah, eventually he ends up with his new crew, okay? His new crew. And they're kind of the ones that I would have chose. So he chose 13, trying to remember her real name. She's played by Olivia Wilde. I don't fucking know the real name of the show. 13, the Vicon. Taub, the former plastic surgeon. And what the fuck was I going to say? Oh yeah, 13, Taub, and I'm forgetting Kuttner, played by Cal Penn. And then Foreman also kind of hops back on, even though he quit. Fucking hypocrite. Because Cuddy's like, I'll double your salary. We need you to keep House in check. Okay, we need you. So now House has 4 fellows. Oh my god. And Cameron and Chase are still in the show, which I'm really happy about, but they're engaged now? Like, what the fuck? And they're working separately, okay? One of the besties that House weeded out her name was Amber, okay? Amber Balkis? I think. You're so silly for thinking that ever happened. That works. Okay. Then House finds out, once he's already weeded, I don't know if that's the correct tense, everyone out, that Wilson's been dating Amber. Like, what the fuck? Okay? Because Amber is basically the female version of House, okay? She's an asshole, she gets what she wants, but she's not funny enough to make up for it like House is. So, I don't really like Amber. Never really liked Amber. Anyways, the House finds out Wilson's dating her, and he goes, oh my god, you're sleeping with me. Because he is. That shit is gay. That shit is so gay. And at the end of season 4, Amber fucking dies. And Wilson resigns from Princeton Plainsboro Teaching Hospital, and House is really sad, and he even apologizes. He's only ever done like once before in the show, and it was part of his rehab program. Anyways, but not Hilson. Oh my god, still wanted to leave. So then he leaves. Then House's dad dies. By the way, John House, Greggy's dad, is an ass. Is an asshole. Like House is an asshole, John House is a double asshole. So he's got two assholes. I mean, anyways, so I need to re-bleach my eyebrow. Anyways, so yeah, his dad dies. He doesn't want to go to the funeral, so Cuddy basically calls up Wilson like, hey, I know y'all aren't on speaking terms and you don't want to be on speaking terms, but you need to drug him and drag him to the funeral. And they drug each other a lot, you know. House slips his buddy some speed. Buddy slips House some SSRIs. It's an equal exchange. Don't know what I was gonna say, and that's really cool. Yeah, at the end of that little road trip to the funeral, Wilson throws liquor at House, and then they go out to lunch. They kind of reconcile, but also in that episode is when you finally find out the origins of their weird, fucked up friendship. No, that's not what Wilson called it because I can't say fuck on cable. But you find out the origin of their friendship, which is essentially Wilson and House were at a medical conference in New Orleans, and Wilson gets into a fucking bar fight, and House is like, you're the only interesting person here, and bailed the stranger out of jail, and then they're besties for the resties. Okay? Yeah. And I think that's about where I am in House. I don't think I've watched any more. I do know a bit more lore, though. But right now I'm going to start talking about the House. Can I say fandom or fan fiction? Let's talk about House fan fiction. So I've been reading. Oh my god. Since when do I have an amulet? Oh. I don't know where I got this. Maybe from my friend Atlas? Atlas, baby girl, did you get me an amulet? Everything's red. Yeah, House fanfiction is good. I don't know what to tell you. Actually, I don't want to talk about House fanfiction because I would rather not write myself out. I definitely would. But I just gave this YouTube channel, I didn't really give it to him, but the friend that I referenced before, he now knows what this YouTube channel is. So I'd rather not go into detail about all the House fanfiction I've read. Actually, I do know him well enough to tell him about it, but He's probably like one of 3 friends I have, honestly. I am a very unlikable person. Like, I have Midwest emo lyrics on my wall. I have the front bottoms lyrics. This is for the Lions, bitch. For the personal essay I'm about to write. Is your personality bad vibes? God, I love Sophie Hunter so much. I'll be seeing you. Guess what I'm gonna go do now? You have one guess. It was that guess. Go watch The Flash. Your guess was wrong. I'm gonna go watch House MD. Booyah! I fooled you, motherfucker, asshole. Goodbye. Oh, that's such a bad ending. I'm gonna kill myself.